Hey, so who really deserves the Iron Throne? And what is on your PlayStation 5 wish list? Well, hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Nope Sorry, the CNET debate show, where I, Jeff Bakalar, argue with my friends and colleagues over 3 rounds of dead serious debate. Joining me today, Abby Russell from Giant Bomb. Thanks for being here, Abby.
Thank you so much for having me. It's been a while, and I hope to maintain my crown.
Sure. The way the show works is there's 5 points up for grabs each round. Those are awarded based on how well we made our case. Judging this show is Nick Henry over here, dabbing like an idiot. Okay, we got that out of the way. We're going to start things off with round 1. Mr. Nick Henry, please.
All right, spoiler warning to people out there who are not caught up to Game of Thrones, but we are going to debate who deserves the crown most. Our 2 protagonists, Jon Snow and Daenerys Targaryen, are getting pretty close, but which one deserves the crown more? 90 seconds on the clock. Dab on them.
Ooh, okay. Obviously, it's Jon Snow. He is the rightful heir. Spoiler alert. He is the one to rule them all. He is Azor Ahai, I think that's what it's called. And he has great experience, a perfect resume. He was the leader of the Night's Watch. He died and came back to life. Winterfell, he ruled it, kinda. Also, he's a hunk. Who doesn't want a hunk ruling? We haven't had one in a long time, okay? We gotta get a hunk back in the castle.
I'm with you on the hunk part for sure, but I mean, Daenerys freed the entire realm in 2 seconds. It wasn't even a full episode. She got rid of that, no problem. Half of what is it? The realm where what do they call the whole world? It's not like Middle Earth, but it's like Westeros. Is that? Yeah. She was just snapped her fingers, and everyone was free.
It was the dragons.
She broke the chains of bondage. Okay.
Ugh.
What? No, that's the thing. And I think that's someone you can get behind in terms of a leader. I think also it doesn't matter that Jon Snow is the rightful heir because nothing really matters in this show. It is fantasy on the highest level. People die, they come back. There's dragons. Everyone's like, oh, we've never seen one of those. And then 10 minutes later, they see one of those. It's fine. There's no problem with her leading. They can lead as a married couple or something. That'd be fine too.
Well, if that's the case, then we know it's going to be a patriarchy because women can't rule.
All right, we know what she thinks.
There must have been some debate off camera.
Yeah, it seems like this might have happened before. Nevertheless, Nick.
All right, Jeff, you're the only person on Earth who thinks Game of Thrones has been the quickest thing that's ever happened, and she took over the world, Westeros, which is a country, not the world, in 2 seconds.
It's the country. Wait.
And 10 minutes later,
it's a country?
Westeros is a country.
I think it's a grouping of countries, I thought.
It's the 7 kingdoms, but it's in the West. I think Abby made more points. Abby gets it 3-2.
All right, this isn't a disaster. Round 2, Nick, lay it on us.
All right, so Wired recently just did an interview with some very important people at PlayStation, and some bombs about the PS5 might have been dropped. So if there is a PS5 coming in the future, what is on your guys' wish list? On your marks, get set, go.
Okay, there's a lot of pedestrian details that have come out about what the next PlayStation's going to have in it. But I don't care about solid state drives. I don't care about any of that junk. I want real quality of life improvements. I want a modular controller that I can actually customize to my own liking in a way that no other controller has been able to provide for me before. And would it be so much to ask if this next PlayStation didn't sound like a goddamn space shuttle launch every time things get a little complicated in Red Dead Redemption? That's all I ask for, is a quieter PlayStation 5. I don't know, lube up those fans a little bit. Do something that doesn't cause this thing to literally take off from my entertainment system 3 inches off the ground every time it runs a little hot, is what I'm saying.
Although I'm very much on board with you for more lubing up those fans.
Lube!
I gotta say, I want a proper VR. PSVR is the closest we've had to a good, accessible, at-home VR system, and I want it to go all the way. I want it to where we have proper Move controllers that aren't from the friggin' PS3, and I want a full VR set that I can do on my couch comfortably without a ton of friggin' cables that go to my PlayStation. Also, My current PlayStation runs out of memory in like 2 seconds, and it's a real pain in the booty to open it up again. I've had to buy like 3 different PlayStations, so they keep upgrading it. I want to buy stuff that I just shove into my PlayStation, sort of like a PC, but more accessible because I don't know how PCs work. PlayStation, make me a bunch of parts that I can upgrade and buy those piecemeal and slap them in rather than a whole new thing. I can keep going if you want.
No, the time expired like a long time ago, but it's fine. Nevertheless, Nick, you heard all that. I'm not so sure how much you count the things she said after the time ran out.
I think both of you guys had a lot of solid points. I think Jeff hung up a little bit too much on the noise and kind of filibustered the whole time and barely gave Abby any time to talk. So I'm going to go Abby 3-2.
It's a loud system. You're fine? I mean, you live in an apartment. Aren't you disturbing your neighbors?
No.
Oh.
Although I am, again, pro lubing up those fans.
I think we can all agree we're pro lube. 6-4 is the score right now. I am losing, but not for long because round 3 is here, and that's where I perform my comeback, as everyone knows. Nick, take us home, please.
All right, so many would argue there's never been a better time to want to escape to a fantasy world. If you guys could choose to live in one fantasy world and take that broadly to live in for the rest of your life, what would it be? 90 seconds on the clock. Final dab, go.
Okay, obviously, this is a cliche, boring answer, but it's because it's the right answer. Harry Potter! We want to live in a world that's exactly like ours. It's not too crazy outside of it. It's not some weirdo post-apocalypse. It's a comfortable world with our technology and the things we know and love. But there's also magic.
Wait,
think about that. I'm not done. You can do magic. Who doesn't want to do magic all the time? And the best part is, Harry and his friends already defeated Voldemort in like 1998, so you can just go around and have fun magic for the rest of your days because all the like Muggle interbreeding stuff is like A-okay now. We're all on board with it. The revolution has happened, and now we can just have fun magic and live in tents that look small on the outside but are huge on the inside, and fly around on broomsticks and just have an amazing time and eat candy that like jumps.
I don't know a thing you just said. What? Wait, Harry Potter is like real world? Is like Earth?
Yes.
And there's like the internet?
Yes, it doesn't work in the magical world, but you can do it in our regular world and still have magic.
I didn't know any of that. Regardless, the fantasy world I want to live in is that like, 20s or 30s Roger Rabbit world. Like that would be really cool because I just want to like coexist with cartoons and just like have wacky adventures with them and then like take down the crazy one who's a judge that killed this detective's brother and like wants to take over, like the cartoon world and have it merge with our world. I want to go to that cartoon world. I want to see what's up there. I don't know, they never discuss if you could actually die in the cartoon world. When Bob Hoskins goes to Cartoon Land, can he die?
Last time I saw it, I was a very young child, and the eyeballs at the end scared the crap out of me.
Oh, like
so that's what I remember of that
Lloyd?
movie was like the weird acid vat and the eyes on the ground and being like, no!
Yeah, just keep remembering that in Harry Potter. All right.
They're both great worlds. You saved yourself a little bit. Abby set a pretty hard argument to poke holes in because she justified everything. Voldemort, the tents. I loved the tents point.
So fun.
So Abby made a lot more points. I got to give it to her 4-1.
4-1, man?
I mean, all you really said is you want to go on wacky adventures with cartoons.
All right, I lost big time, 10-5. Abby's the winner. What did she win? She won
PS3, a launch PS3.
Very real and not hollow at all PlayStation 3.
It's heavy. I'm just really strong.
Enjoy playing nothing on that.
I'm gonna play Uncharted 4 on it.
You can't. A big thanks to Abby Russell.
Thank you again for having me. I know this episode got contentious and a little bit political, but we're still friends, right?
That's your opinion. Big thanks to Nick Henry for judging it unfairly as he did. Nevertheless, thank you.
That was very fair.
Go dab or something. That's going to do it for this season of Nope Sorry. Thank you to you watching. And we will be back next time. Until then, see you later.